Hey, you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Based. Peekaboo. I see you because I'm YouTube famous now. Available summer 2023, the album, Dad, Shimmy Shimmy, AF. Hold me closer, tiny dancer. Based. I've had that song stuck in my head since yesterday when I heard it at the pool. Now I refer to my little dog, Boo Radley, as Tiny Dancer. You know another song I have stuck in my head? Well, I can't say it because I'm afraid that my video will be copyright claimed. Like other people's out there, which we're going to talk about today, because apparently Colleen Ballinger is copyright claiming her song. You know that song. What's it called? The horrible, chaotic, rumor mill locomotive. You know that one? The locomotive. You know that song? I can't get that song stuck out of my head either, right? So somebody told me on my vlog that if you listen to a song all the way through, again, if you can't get it out of your head, if you listen to this song all the way through, something about your brain is it feels like it's fulfilled. And then since you've listened to it all the way through, your brain is fulfilled by hearing the lyrics and hearing the song, and it doesn't need to hear it anymore, so then you don't continue to repeat it over and over and over again. And typically what happens, apparently, I don't know if this is true, but you get hung up on lyrics, or you get like stuck on certain lyrics and you just keep on singing those ones over and over and over and over again. Like I keep on singing, hold me closer, tiny dancer. Boost! So if I listen to that song all the way through, then my brain would be unstuck and then I would be able to move on. The problem with that is that I really do not have the commitment, the desire, or the interest to listen to the horrible, chaotic, rumor mill locomotive. I don't care to hear that song. I heard it once, I think twice. I watched that horrible locomotive response video, and I could care less to ever hear it again. Okay, so, but I did get a haircut today. What do y'all think? Today I got a haircut, and then my cousin and I, we had Cousin Fun Day. And Cousin Fun Day means we basically run errands and we have fun. And we got strawberry acai refreshers from Starbucks. It's our favorite drink that we get at Starbucks. I used to get I still drink iced coffee from Starbucks every day. I have the bottles of the iced coffee that I get. If you want to know what I got at the grocery store today, I did an entire it's called a really fun grocery haul on my Peter Does Stuff channel. I just posted that. But then my cousin Caroline was like, because you know I do all the crumble cookie reviews on my review channel. If you didn't know, I have a review channel. It's called Peter Reviews Stuff. And my other channel is called Peter Does Stuff. And then I have Peter Likes Books. And then I have Peter Vlogs. And is that it? Okay. Peter Monn, Peter Vlogs, Peter Does Stuff, Peter Reviews Stuff. Peter Likes Books. I have 6 channels and I can't even remember what they are. It doesn't matter, okay? Just go watch all of them. They're all linked below. So anyway, when you can't remember what your channels are anymore, I should actually, so I keep a list of all the videos that I want to make on a daily basis. Let me just go in here and see if, do I have a list for any of these days coming up of what are my videos, what are the channels? I can't think now. Okay, Peter Monn, Peter Vlogs, Peter Reviews, Peterisms! Oh my God, that's where I share stories of my life, and I talk about grief and recovery, and I read meditations, and I respond to people's questions where they're like, I could really use some life experience advice, and all that kind of stuff. So that's my other channel. I don't know how I forgot that channel. I love that channel so much. But anyway, so my cousin Caroline, hey Cousin Caroline, on my review channel, she knows I review the crumble cookies a lot because she takes me to crumble cookies and then I get to crumble cookies, right? And people seem to love those reviews. But at this point, I think I've reviewed every cookie that's ever come out, and they're not really coming out with a whole lot of new ones. So there's a new brand of cookie store, okay? Who stole the cookie from the cookie jar? Colleen stole the cookie from the cookie jar. Who, me? Couldn't me. I'm just riding the locomotive on the rumor mill. Okay, Colleen, whatever. By the way, people want to say that I'm mispronouncing her name. Okay, I'm just going off of what I've heard from Shane Dawson and Trisha Paytas and people like that. They've called her Colleen for years, okay? They don't call her Colleen, they call her Colleen, okay? So that's why I call her Colleen. I could care less if her name was Colleen, Susie Jones, you know, Judy Smith. I could care less what her name is, okay? She's nasty, is what she is. She's a nasty human being, and we'll just refer to her as that person over there, okay? So just like Trish Paytas got in her last video, and she didn't say her name not one time, okay? She said, you know, that person, or something like that. So anyway, but my cousin Caroline, she said there was these new cookies out. It's called Dirty Dough. And I was like, oh, really? Well, I'd already heard of them, see, because my husband, he got invited to the grand opening of Dirty Dough. He gets invited to everything in Indianapolis based on his famous Instagram, okay? Now, I don't get invited to anything in Indianapolis. I don't think I've ever once been invited to anything in Indianapolis for being a world famous YouTuber of the world. I don't know why. I don't know why. Oh my God. Maybe I need to come out with a locomotive song, okay? Do the locomotive. Is that the song? I can't even remember. It doesn't matter. So we went to Dirty Dough Cookies, and I got my cookies. I got 8 of them, okay? I'm going to do that review tomorrow, so y'all can see me review these new cookies. They're basically just big cookies, like crumble cookies, but they have filling inside of them. They're fantastic looking, okay? It was very expensive, I will tell you. 8 cookies and 2 shakes and a little bit of tip came to about $52. I could not believe it, okay? But while we were there, my cousin was like, oh my God, they have shakes, so we should review the shakes. So we got 2 shakes because, see, you can pick chocolate or ice cream, okay? This is just story time, so if y'all want to timestamp this just to get to like the meat and potatoes of the video, that's fine, timestamp it. But there's some people that like to hear me tell my little stories and things like that, right? So anyway, so you get to pick either vanilla or chocolate ice cream, or maybe a scoop of both, if that's what you want to do, I guess, you know. And then you get to pick 1 cookie, and then they blend the cookie and the ice cream together, a whole cookie, can you even believe it? And then they blend it together, and if you want to see the review, you got to go over to my review channel. It's up already, okay? So that was real fun. And then I did my grocery store haul on my Peter Does Stuff channel. And I'm going to go do a Peterisms video when I get done with this, right? So anyway, my plan was to go to the pool, but as soon as I got home, it started getting cloudy. And so I was like, y'all, I think I'm just going to make me another Colleen Ballinger video, okay? You know, when it's a Wednesday and it's starting to cloud up and there's 15 kids at the pool, why not a Colleen Ballinger video? I mean, that's probably where she'd be hanging out, right? Did I just say that? Anyway, I don't know how I'll get to the pool, probably on the locomotive. But anyway, the rumor mill, chaotic, horrible locomotive rumor mill treat. Okay, so anyway, so today I want to talk about Colleen Ballinger, and I want to make a correction, okay? I need to come out and make so first of all, Colleen Ballinger has that girl over there, you know, she has retained this attorney, okay? Now, the attorney's name is, I believe, Andrew Bretley or something like that. Andrew Bretler, okay? Now, just so y'all know, I'm going to read this little article that I found on Pop Crush. Very distinguished news organization. Controversial YouTuber Colleen Ballinger, this was from July 11th of 2023, so yesterday, has hired an attorney following they were kind of a couple days behind because this actually happened about a week and a half ago. Controversial YouTuber Colleen Ballinger has hired an attorney following the recent string of unsavory allegations about her. We're going to talk about the copyright claims in just a second. And her new lawyer has represented some notably famous celebrity cases. Okay, so this is where, you know, like, if you can imagine, he's going to have a Christmas party with all of his clients. Let's see. Now, we know how Colleen Ballinger runs her Christmas party, okay? She asks people if they're a bunch of virgins, okay? You sit in a circle, she asks you if you're a bunch of virgins, probably what your favorite sexual position is, okay? Because she's kind of obsessed with those kind of questions, all right? That's where I would get up and exit the party, okay? I'd say, I'm going to take my Christmas wreath cookies. Thank you for the White Elephant Christmas exchange, okay? Yes, I'm very happy that I got Trish Paytas' iPad, okay? But now I'm exiting, okay? Because we all know Peter Monk's 51 years old. I ain't no virgin, okay? I don't care about all that. People were saying to me, oh, when you were talking about Jaclyn Hill, she was just using that as an example, blah, 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 whatever. Okay. I've heard other people say that Colleen Ballinger and other people asked those questions at that party. It wasn't just Jaclyn Hill that I was going off of, okay? Needless to say, that question is at that party. And I wanted to know, what is the age group, the average age group of somebody at a Colleen Ballinger Christmas party where y'all are asking each other if you're a bunch of virgins? I think it's weird. I think it's so weird, okay? I I ain't been to a party in so long. I mean, it has been, you know, as long as Christmas since I've been to a party where we would sit in a circle and play a trust circle where you could ask any question in a million that you'd ever want to know about something. And I'm going to look at somebody, a 30-year-old grown adult, and ask somebody if they're a virgin. Why am I going to be asking somebody if they're a bunch of virgins? Okay, I don't care, first of all. Do you? Do you by yourself? Do you with a bunch of people? Do you, you know, polyamorously? Do you monogamously? I don't care how you do you, okay? I don't really want to know. I don't talk to my friends and people that I know about their sex lives, and I sure as hell don't want to put them in no trust circle at a Christmas party where have an ugly, Colleen Ballinger, what is wrong with you? Can't you just have an ugly sweater party, Christmas sweater party like everybody else? What is wired so wrong with you? And people are talking about, they pull up these skits and things like this, right? And they're like, oh, this is like the jokes of Colleen Ballinger from like 10 to 12 years ago. Okay, like that was the comedy of the time. Which I will say, okay, as inappropriate as these skits are, that was the comedy of the time. That doesn't make it right today, okay? It doesn't make anything right about it today. She should take those videos down. She should come out and address those videos and say, yes, I did do these things, okay? Yes, I did mimic, you know, Asian people and Latino people and on and on and on. And that it displays racism, and I'm embarrassed that I did that. And I'm taking those videos down, and I shouldn't have done that. She don't want to come out and do that, okay? She wants to address things through this attorney, which is why she hired this high-priced attorney, okay? So, you know, for me, when people want to say that, I'm like, all you got to do is watch these clips of a Miranda Singh live show from 3 months ago, and you can see she's still doing inappropriate skits. And it ain't 2010 or 2012, okay? It's 2023 and it's a new day. And she ain't learned a damn thing because those jokes weren't appropriate in 2012 looking back on it now, and she needs to come out and own it and take responsibility for it. And it is 2023 and she is still making inappropriate jokes in her live shows 3 months ago, okay? So she ain't learned nothing. She can't come out and say, I need a sip of my refresher because I need to be refreshed. Anyway, she can't come out and say she's a changed person when she's talking about the same things on her live shows. But needless to say, don't you wonder what this Christmas party is going to be like that her attorney is having? Okay, so let's see who his other clients are that now Colleen Ballinger is in company with, okay? When she thought, I'm going to go find the finest attorney in the world to represent me, and I want to go based on what they represented other people for, okay? Because, you know, like, if you're going to go, you know, like, find an attorney to represent you for something, you probably want to look at what their specialty is, okay? On what they're really good at representing people for. So let's look at what this Andrew Brettler, or whatever his name is, I could care less, what he has represented people for. Here you go. Ballinger's high-profile attorney, Andrew Brettler, has represented clients such as convicted rapist Danny Masterson, disgraced royal Prince Andrew, who had sexual assault allegations, controversial actor Armie Hammer, who is accused of sexual assault, abuse, and cannibalism, and more. And then it goes on, all these quotes from him and all this kind of stuff. Some of Brettler's other clients include Sex and the City actor Chris Noth, who was accused of sexual misconduct and assault by multiple women in 2021, and filmmaker Bryan Singer, who has been accused of sexual assault multiple times and has faced several lawsuits related to the allegations. Makes you kind of wonder why Colleen Ballinger, Judy Smith, Sally Jones picked this one. I don't know if she couldn't get herself off of that locomotive, okay, but why she would pick this person makes you wonder, doesn't it? Okay, when the only allegations he can come out to and address are the fact that I do not know this woman did not do blackface, it was a skit from Wicked, okay? That's one thing that he said. The other thing that he's come out and said, which I'm sure she paid him a very high retainer, okay? The other thing that he came out and said was that she never published this song from yesterday, which I'm going to have to come out and make an amendment to what I said yesterday in my video, if you even want to believe what they came out and said. I don't personally believe it, but we'll talk about that in just a second. So it does make you wonder, though, and his response to this is, when asked about his job, Brettler called it fun. It's fun to represent sexual predators. He didn't say that. That's me ad-libbing that part. Despite the serious and oftentimes disturbing allegations against his client. It's a lot. It's fun, though. This is a fun way to practice law. I feel very fortunate. I work very hard, but I also feel very lucky and supported by great attorneys I work with. Oh my God, and all my clients are so sexually inappropriate with the majority of the world. And now I get to represent Colleen Ballinger. That was messaging minors and asking them if they were a bunch of virgins and their favorite sexual position and when they had their first period, okay? You should be so proud of yourself for representing this person. But, you know, in the United States, you're innocent until proven guilty, I guess, all right? Unless there's factual evidence that's been proven by people showing all these things that have been shown over and over and over again. Okay, so it goes on and talks about, on July 6th, Brettler gave a statement to the Los Angeles Times denying Ballinger performed wearing blackface while singing Beyonce's Singing Single Ladies in a resurfaced viral video from Miranda Sings YouTube channel. What you don't see in the clip that was posted online is that Colleen was performing a song from Wicked, and then with a star in the show, this Oliver Thompson. She painted her face green like the witch. After that number, she went right into Single Ladies while still wearing the green makeup. A statement from the law office of Brettler read. Now, I don't understand why he needed to come out and make this statement. Why can't Colleen come out and make that statement? She can't put that in a Twitter note. She can't come out and address it. She needs to hire this attorney that represents sexual deviants to come out and address this with. I'm confused, okay? Why she hired this person unless she's really worried about what's coming down the road. So anyway, I talked about this in my video yesterday that Colleen Ballinger apparently uploaded her song to Apple Music. Okay, now people were sending to me that in certain places you could buy this album only for $9.99, which had a 10-minute version of basically her video. Okay, I guess, I don't know, like Ethan Klein said, you might want to work out on the treadmill to this or walk the dogs while you listen to it over and over and over again. Maybe you want to memorize it like she did, okay, so you could stare at a camera. I don't know. Don't make no videos, though, okay, like repeating what she said because you're going to get copyright claimed. And so I explained in my video yesterday the difference between a copyright claim and a copyright strike. I think I referred to both of them as strikes, but I explained the difference, right? That it doesn't really negatively affect your channel. And in fact, it says when you get a copyright claim, this does not hurt your channel, okay? But they typically take all of the revenue from you using a song in that video. Like the company that produced the song or whatever, like they own the rights to that song. So typically they're the ones, and like the artist may not even know it, right? Except for that Colleen Ballinger uploaded this song allegedly herself. Well, her attorneys come out with a different statement now. Okay, so let's talk about this statement that her attorneys came out with. So, Colleen Ballinger's legal reps, this is from Popcrave, okay? Now, apparently Popcrave is, I don't know, the new CNN because they're getting all the statements from the attorneys. This high-priced attorney that is used to using media to his advantage because his job is fun to represent sexual deviants, and his response, he goes to Popcrave, which I didn't know was more. I didn't even know they had a website. I thought they were just a Twitter account. No offense, Popcrave. I follow you. I love you. But I was not aware why they wouldn't be contacting NBC, the Huffington Post, Rolling Stone, all these people that had done these articles on Colleen Ballinger. CNN, I don't think they did. BBC did, though. They could contact the BBC and give a quote. Why they only, I mean, unless Popcrave was the one that reached out for a comment, but why they wouldn't want to be giving all of these major news sources a comment. Popcrave posted, Colleen Ballinger's legal reps tell Popcrave that Ballinger did not upload her 10-minute ukulele song, problematic, chaotic, horrible, rumor mill locomotive, to iTunes and Apple Music. The song, which? Teen Witch, was attached to her. Did y'all love that movie back in the day? Oh my God. When they had the rap battle. Ah! Oh my Lord, I love that movie so much to this day. I could watch that movie over and over and over again. And that woman that was in Poltergeist, you know, that played the medium that came in there and she saved the girl and all that kind of, I love her so much. And she was in Teen Witch and she, like, you know, made the girl into, oh my God, I love that movie so much. But anyway, okay, the song Witch, not Teen Witch, but Witch, was attached to her official profile, okay? So she didn't upload it, but it was attached to her official profile. Okay, pull this leg and it plays Jingle Bells. I ain't buying it, all right? Has now been removed. And I can tell you by the comments underneath here, most people ain't buying it either, okay? Most of which is Ethan Klein. So Ethan Klein posted yesterday that she had copyright claimed his video, okay? That he did where he had on several of the victims that have come out and shared their story. He did a whole podcast on the H3 podcast where he had come out and had them share their stories and whatever, and I watched part of it. It was fantastically done, okay? And really giving these victims a voice to share their stories, right? And a lot of people have interviewed them and done that too, but this was like they were all unified together in this, and it was really well done. At the beginning of it, though, he says several lines from it, and then he has a choir come out and they sing the song, the locomotive song, you know. And so he tweeted out last night, retweeted this Pop Crave thing about how Colleen she didn't upload this song, and apparently somebody else was trying to ruin her. I don't know. People were saying that like a lot of people do this to musician songs to make money, but it said on there Colleen Ballinger, she had it linked to her official profile. Did they come and hack her official profile too? I guess. This is such a stretch for me. I mean, people want to talk about, when people come over here and they say, oh, that is such a reach, you are reaching so hard, blah, 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 whatever. This is a reach, okay? This is a real reach that she wants people to believe us or believe them. And her attorney is a fool for thinking people are going to believe this. But anyway, allegedly, I guess it's all true. I don't know. And Colleen Ballinger is a saint. So Ethan Klein retweets this and says, can you please tell her legal reps that she still has our podcast claimed? XOXO, Gossip Girl. And then he shows, actually, oh, hold on a second, I got out of it. And then he shows, actually, on here, let me pull it up for you so you can see, the copyright claim, okay? And it says on here, you disputed copyright ID claims on your video because Ethan has disputed these claims, okay? And then it has the name of the locomotive song by Colleen Ballinger, dispute submitted July 10th of 2023, monetization being held. So he's not making any money on this video because it's currently being held right now, right? Okay. So her attorney is saying that she didn't upload this music, but she is copyright claiming Ethan Klein's videos. Now, nobody else has come out and said that they have had their videos copyright claimed. I'm sure that'll just happen in a couple of days. Ethan Klein speculated. Now, I watched his video where he was talking about it, right? And he was talking about, he thought it was interesting that they were on break when all this happened, and then he comes back and he addresses it, right? And then she copyrights her song, allegedly, and starts copyright claiming first his podcast, okay? Which is interesting because what that would say then is, because, you know, initially people were like, this is her way to try to make money. She's trying to monetize to take money. He shares in there that he was not striked. His channel was not striked. That she just claimed his video for the music being used from the song, right? And he actually is like, this was really smart. She's a trailblazer. I mean, he was being kind of sarcastic, but he's like, this is the first time anybody's ever done this before, and blah, 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 whatever, right? Which makes you wonder if we're going to forever, I mean, you know, Laura Lee was known for the gray hoodie apology, and then we saw gray hoodie apology after gray hoodie apology. I mean, are we going to see a bunch of singing apology videos now so they can all copyright claim them? I hope to God not, okay? And if you're out there and you do something problematic and you're thinking, oh, I'm going to get in a video and I'm going to play a tambourine because that's going to save my ass. No, it won't. It's just going to make things worse, okay? Trust me when I tell you, a tambourine or a ukulele or a skin flute, I don't care, ain't gonna save your ass. It just isn't, okay? We all played the recorder in first grade. You think if we pull that out and sing to it, it's gonna save our ass in a problematic situation? No. Just come out and own your stuff. And by the way, I want to address a comment that I got on my video yesterday. I was talking there and I said, Colleen needs to come out and make an appropriate response, and she needs to make an authentic, genuine apology to her victims. Adam McIntyre asked for a public and private apology from Colleen Ballinger. Okay, that's what I was going off of. And if you go back and you watch my video, because I did, okay, before I posted it and after, I said in there, to begin with. Okay, that's only one of things that she needs to do. So this person responded to my video and said, how you believe a genuine apology will suffice is unfathomable. Well, girly girl, as Daniel Prada likes to say, that wasn't what I said in my video, okay? Now, I'm real tired of people wanting to tell me that I pick and choose what I hear in videos. When I watch these videos, like Trisha Paytas' video and Colleen Ballinger's videos, I watch them 2 and 3 times at 1 time speed. But you want to watch my video at 2 times speed and you miss a part where I say to begin with, and that's what I said. No, go back and watch my video, girly girl. Okay, that's not, I said to begin with. I do not in any way, shape, or form believe, okay, that Colleen Ballinger that the only thing that she needs to do is come out and make a genuine apology. I said in my video, it was too little, too late. I think I said so little, so late, okay, is what I said. Now, I am not somebody to lead a bandwagon about deplatforming and people not having, that YouTube should step in and that they should address the situation and demonetize situations and things like that. But I think this is a seriousness situation that we need to be starting to think about these things. I really do, okay? And the fact that at 5 or 6 weeks, when YouTube demonetized James Charles' channel, when YouTube demonetized Shane Dawson's channel, the fact that Colleen Ballinger's videos on all of her channels are still monetized is unbelievable to me, okay? Even her videos where she is displaying problem. Now, you got to think about this, okay? Shane Dawson, a lot of his problematic behavior was in his videos. James Charles, most of his wasn't. It was off-scene, okay? It was, you know, in DMs and things like that, right? Because he was trying to hide it all and not let anybody find out about it, even though his soulmates are apparently in his DMs. But anyway, so YouTube, they demonetized James Charles based, I mean, that's like getting, you know, arrested at the movie theater in high school and your high school holding you accountable for it, okay? And that's what they did with James Charles. Now, Colleen Ballinger has a lot of problematic behavior and inappropriate jokes on her videos, and YouTube hasn't stepped in and demonetized it, and they don't have an issue with this, and Netflix is still leaving up her Haters Back Off series and her YouTube, or her Miranda Sings Live show. Like, are you kidding me? And they don't think that there's anything wrong with this? Like, give me a break, okay? So anyway, I just wanted to address that. But even Klein came out and he said that they had copyright claimed it and that she was trying to revenue share it, okay? Which basically means they split the cost and there has to be like 5%. And it was so funny because Emily Baker came out and said, why is it always got to be 5%? Talking about, you know, Trisha Paytas and Ethan Klein and all this kind of stuff. But apparently that's the cut that goes towards the person that claims the song. It's like 50-50, but it's like really like 45-55, if I'm understanding it correctly, because of like the cost of like whatever. So Colleen Ballinger trying to revenue share it. Well, Ethan Klein is disputing it. And he's like, oh no, this was fair use, okay? And fair use is when, if you would just upload somebody's video and you don't respond to it, you don't say anything about it or whatever, that is not fair use. But when you use clips of somebody's video or a song or whatever and you respond to it and you react to it or you watch it in a video, that is called fair use, okay? And that is what he did in his video. It was a parody and he also responded to parts of the video, okay? It's absolutely 100% fair use. So he disputed it and he said, I have never paid anybody and I am not going to pay anybody and I have disputed this and he's like, I will win. Which he probably will, okay? Which will probably keep her in the future from coming out and disputing other copyright claim in other videos because she knows she's going to win. Now, people are saying that she's trying to do this so that she can make money because she's not making money anywhere else. I don't really know if I really truly believe that. I think it's interesting that the first video that she copyright claimed was the H3 podcast, where I think there were 3 or 4 victims in there that were sharing their stories of what they had been sharing online, okay? That was the first video. Could it be that Colleen Ballinger is trying to silence these people so that they can't tell their story? Could that be what it is? Makes you wonder, right? Is this her attorney's suggestion? We're going to copyright claim this, you know, he wants to come out and say she didn't upload this video, whatever, okay? Then prove it. Then prove that you didn't upload this song and that you weren't charging $10 for this song and things like that, you know? Just ridiculous to me. I believe that she, yes, is money hungry and she was doing this because she wanted to make some extra money. And I think she also is so bitter and so hateful that she thought, oh, they think they're going to capitalize this and make money off of me? Oh, no, 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 no. I'm going to take their money off this, okay? I was the one that wrote this song. I was the one that memorized this song. I was the one that uploaded that video. That piss-ass poor video that people want to call an apology video that was no apology whatsoever. So I'm going to be the one that makes the money off of it. Yes, I do believe that she thinks that. I also believe, and this is the biggest one, is that this is her attempt to silence people. I also think that she may have started with Ethan Klein and the H3 podcast because she thought, I'm going to come for the biggest person first, because if I win this claim, then I know I can come for Adam, I can come for Johnny, I can come for all these people that have come out and made their videos responding to me. I can come out for all these people that have made ukulele videos, and if I won against Ethan, then I'm going to win against all of them, right? Because Ethan has people at YouTube. Ethan has people that can help him with this situation. So if she wins against Ethan, trust, she's going to start copyright claiming all of the videos, okay? So whatever. I don't know that we'll ever know anything about that. The other thing I wanted to share, hold on, this is going to stop just a second. Okay, the other thing that I wanted to share, and I know most of you don't care about this, but for those of you that don't know, Cody Rance was the person that initially started all of this by coming out and telling their story of their interactions with Colleen Ballinger back in the day, and then contacted Adam and had a conversation with Adam and said that they were fully aware of the apology video that Colleen made back in the day. I mean, it's very lengthy, right? And the video is up on Cody Rance's channel. They've kept it up there. You can go watch the video, right? But, and about how Colleen was working behind the scenes of trying to work against Adam when Adam came out. Because a lot of people are like, well, Adam made these allegations three years ago. So why are people talking about it now? Or why are they bringing it back up again? Okay, the allegations are so much deeper now. So much. Don't ever ask that question. That's a stupid question. You know how your teacher said there's no stupid question? That's a stupid question. I'm sorry, it is, okay? There's not stupid people, but there's stupid questions, absolutely. And if I was your teacher, I'd tell you straight to your face. If you said, teacher, Mr. Monn, why are we bringing this up again after all these years? Adam already made his video and Colleen apologized for it. I'd say, that's a stupid question, okay? You need to go to the back of the room and sit in the corner and have a timeout. That's a stupid question. I'm sorry, okay? Now, there's no stupid people, but there are stupid questions. And that's a stupid question if you'd done your research. Like Manny MUA and Laura Lee, they didn't do the research, okay? I'm not saying they're stupid people. There were stupid responses, and theirs was stupid, which is why they took it down, and they still haven't spoke on it. See, okay. This is called ad-libbing. I just pull this stuff right out of my ASS. Like, I don't even think about it, but it just is what I think, you know, just come up with it. So anyway, I wonder if we're ever going to hear about why they pulled that podcast down, you know? I mean, was it because Laura's makeup didn't look good that day? Was it because Manny wasn't happy with his widow's vote? I mean, why did they take that podcast down, you know? I can't imagine. Was it because they got a really piss-poor response to it? But it's been weeks now and they haven't said nothing about it. I wonder if we're ever going to hear about it. I mean, I've gotten so many comments from people that said that podcast was so bad and they didn't do the research and they defended Colleen Ballinger. Manny defended Colleen Ballinger. But Laura Lee was like, yeah, like I totally understand. And so, like they said all that kind of stuff, right, in the video. And so, anyway, it just was total ridiculousness. But I've gotten so many messages from people that are like, I sent my stuff back, their collab that they did together. I sent it back because I don't want any of their products anymore. I cannot continue to support them. So this is affecting their overall business, right? So them not coming out and addressing something easily and saying, we really missed the mark. We need to apologize. Yes, I made inappropriate jokes with Colleen Ballinger and Miranda Sings videos back in the day. I can't stand behind those videos anymore. I wish I hadn't done them. Neither one of us stand behind Colleen Ballinger, period, in this story. And I'm too close to the situation, so I probably shouldn't speak on it any more than that. But I'm unfollowing her on social media. Why they have such an issue doing this when they made it very, very clear that they haven't spoken to her in years and they're not friends with her? What's the big deal for an unfollow, girl? Are you so stressed that you have to continue to follow Colleen Ballinger in case she somehow digs herself out of this grave that she's pulled, this total hole that she's in, that maybe down the road she'll ask you to be in another Miranda Sings video that with inappropriate jokes? Is that what you think and why you have? Anyway, I've gone off on a tangent. So Cody Rance was the first person that like brought this back up again. Okay, if you've done your research, then you would know. Adam McIntyre would never have brought this up again. Okay, even though he got backlash for years, okay, for coming out and talking about Colleen Ballinger sending him lingerie and blah, 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 and Colleen did this apology video, but behind the scenes she was working against Adam, and Adam got a lot of backlash for it, tons, okay, and to this day is still getting backlash for it, you know. I mean, I saw somebody, he posted something about, and anyway, it doesn't matter, and he was getting a lot of backlash just saying that he was back in the UK because he had been in Los Angeles with a trip with his mom. And people were being real cruel underneath there and saying real hurtful stuff. Because they're Colleen Ballinger super fans, right? Okay. So, make that make sense. How are you today with everything that you know that has gone on, unless you are 8 years old and you don't have any conceptualization of what the real world is like? How you can see these things, and I have seen grown-ass adults, okay? Grown-ass adults, my age, that are like, I have loved Colleen Ballinger forever. I do not believe these allegations, which are literally in factual evidence. And I will stand behind her because I know what Colleen Ballinger's... No, you don't. You do not know what Colleen Ballinger is like. You're starting to learn what she's like because people are coming out and telling you, okay? People are coming out and telling you that she talks behind people's backs. She does inappropriate things and talks to minors. She has inappropriate sense of humor, on and on and on. She treated her husband like shit, her ex-husband, you know, and all this kind of stuff. It's a family affair. I mean, she's a horrible person. We now know that. Shane Dawson even came out years ago and said, when he was still friends with her, and said, Colleen is the shadiest person I know. She always wants to talk about who do you have gossip on, who do you hate, things like that. We didn't listen. We didn't listen to Adam years ago. You know, people will say to me, did you not know that this happened years ago? Why didn't you speak about it then? Because I didn't, right? And, you know, in all honesty, like, I really didn't know a lot about it back then. But today I do. And this is very, very serious. I wish I had listened to more. I wish I had listened more and paid closer attention back in the day. I should have. And, you know, and that was neglectful. I should have listened closer back in the day. I should have listened to Adam's story closer. And publicly, I apologize to Adam. I never made any videos against him, but I should have listened closer, taken him more seriously. We all should have. Okay? And maybe we wouldn't be in the situation that we're in today. Maybe Colleen Ballinger would have been held accountable. But the reason why it's so important that she continues to be held accountable today is because James Charles has gotten away with all of his allegations. If Colleen Ballinger, if people don't back away from her and she is not forced into a corner where she comes out and appropriately starts making corrections to what she's done. And listen, I'm not saying that one video doing a genuine apology is the end all of that. I'm saying that's the beginning of what she needs to do. She's got lots of things to do. I think she needs to take a long time off the internet. I don't think she needs to be interacting with live shows and things like that and joking. She doesn't understand humor, okay? I said for years, Shane Dawson don't have an edit button. He's proven that. To this day, he still doesn't have an edit button, okay? It's better now, but it's still not good. She really doesn't have an edit button. Okay, that was proven to us by the locomotive video. So anyway, Cody Rants, she was the one, or they were the ones that originally came out and started this again, and then Adam responded to it. Had Cody Rants never made the video talking about their experience with Colleen Ballinger, then Adam wouldn't have responded to it. Adam's talked about that several times, okay? Well, a lot of people came out and said that Cody was part of this, that Cody was writing fan fiction and was interacting with Colleen and yada, 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 and that Cody was at the time, I think 30 years old or something, having inappropriate conversations as well with minors. So Cody came out and took responsibility, and they said that they were deplatforming themselves, took themselves off Twitter, off of YouTube. They left the video up. They took the video down, left the video up, took the video down, left the video up, so that Adam could have it to reference, you know, in further things down the road. It's still up, I believe, to this day. Cody Rants in the last week, I think, has come out 2 or 3 times, even though they deplatformed themselves. Now, I don't know if Cody Rants doesn't understand what deplatforming yourself means, but deplatforming means you remove yourself from a platform, okay? Like when you take yourself off Twitter, you don't have Twitter anymore, okay? You don't put it back up every single day and keep on retweeting things. Now Cody might be confused about this because Cody couldn't delete as fast as they were tweeting, okay? They were tweeting things and deleting them and tweeting things and deleting them so fast, you couldn't figure it out, okay? So I don't know if Cody's confused about what the word deplatforming means, but, you know, Google search it, okay? But what it means is you remove yourself from the platform, okay? Or somebody else removes you from the platform. But Cody removed themselves from the platform, okay? Came out in this live stream and said, I mean, this live stream was like an hour long, and said I'm deplatforming myself. Okay, well, that's a 3-second video to make. You don't need to get in a live stream for an hour, and people are saying things to you in the chat, and you're just like, oh, I'm going to write this down so I have something to talk to my therapist about, and all this kind of stuff, right? Thank God for Xylee that got in that video. God love her. Thank God for Xylee that got in that live stream and said, girl, in this live stream, okay? Get off this live stream and shut it all down, okay? Thank God for Xylee for coming out and saying that. If you don't know who Xylee is a YouTuber, and I don't always agree, but I greatly appreciate Xylee's authentic opinion, okay, on keeping it real. So, and you know, and the one thing I will say is, somebody asked Xylee after that, because Xylee said that they would stay on the phone with Cody, and Xylee said that she told Cody that there was nothing right with what they did, but then said something to the effect of, and I might be getting this wrong, but then said something about, now find a comfort movie to relax yourself, don't get back online, if you need to come out and respond, wait a couple days or whatever, but settle yourself down, watch a comfort movie, take care of yourself. And when I heard that, I thought, you know, here is this Here is this nasty bee, right? That comes out and tells it how it is, which I appreciate, okay? Even if I don't agree with somebody's opinion, when somebody comes out and tells it that real, I greatly appreciate that. That has the humanity enough, okay, to still care about this person. And I've said that in many videos with Colleen Ballinger. I hope she's getting the help she needs. I really do, okay? I wouldn't want anything horrible to happen to Colleen Ballinger. I wouldn't want her, you know, to take desperate actions and things like that. I hope she's working with therapists and psychologists and whatever she needs to get help, okay? And I really thought that that showed the humanity of Xylee when Xylee reached out to Cody and said that. But anyway, Zoli is, or Zoli. Sorry, Xylee. Cody, if Cody and Xylee had a baby, which will never happen, it would be Zoli. So anyway, Zodi, I guess. So Cody came out yesterday and posted on their YouTube community tab, I know I'm supposed to be deplatformed and all that, Deplatform means you don't have a voice no more, okay? You stay off. You're done, right? Shut your mouth. We don't need to hear what you have to say. But this news is so unhinged, I felt it was important that I express how deeply frustrating it is to see Colleen Ballinger uploaded her ukulele song to iTunes. To charge $10 for a song that made a mockery to all her real victims who had proof of her doing disgusting stuff to them is horrifying. I understand her last 11 shows of her tour were canceled, so maybe uploading the song was a way to make a quick buck. Possibly, which, by the way, people asked me yesterday, they said, if her show is only $5 or $10 and you really think it's that much money she's making anyway, then really, she's spending more money than... No. Okay, first of all, it's a huge write-off for Colleen Ballinger, okay, to go on tour. Number two, it brings attention, it's marketing, okay, for her channel and her shows and her books and things like that. And number three, you ain't paying no $5 or $10 for a meet and greet. And that's what most of the people are buying at the show, a meet and greet. Now, I don't know what a meet and greet costs for a Colleen Ballinger show, but I can tell you the RuPaul show, it costs about $100, $200, something like that, okay? So I have to believe it's around the $100 mark to meet and greet Colleen Ballinger, right? So Colleen's making a great amount of money off of these live shows. It's not just the five... She was selling tickets for $5 and $10 because she couldn't sell out her shows. That's why they were so low. I don't know what they were originally, okay? It's frustrating to see someone I once considered my idol to be so completely insane. I don't use that word lightly. There is something seriously wrong with her, but I hope she gets help eventually. Someone needs to give her tickets to the therapy locomotive ASAP. I agree. I'm deeply sorry to all the actual victims out there who are having to deal with her deranged actions since you bravely came forward and shared your stories about her. My heart goes out to you, and I hope you know that so many support you. Have a wonderful day and stay safe. Now, I have to tell you, I've said this in many of my videos, okay? I do not love when the student becomes the teacher, okay? That when somebody's in a wrong situation, they want to come out and they want to teach you some things. That ain't the time, okay? The time is... sit in the corner, put your gray hoodie sweatshirt on, don't play the recorder, don't play the tambourine, don't play the guitar, and don't play the skin flute to come out with an apology. Shut your mouth, okay? Take ownership, take accountability, and then shut your mouth, okay? Now, Cody, I know you're trying to do the right thing, you're trying to be sympathetic, and you've come out and you've said, nothing I did was right, I'm deplatforming myself. Either deplatform yourself and be gone, okay, before somebody drops the house on you, or... I don't know, start your channel up and got all these things to say. Don't go back and forth, okay? Because then what it does is, it diminishes your actions of saying, I'm deplatforming myself. It's not, I know I said I was going to deplatform myself and all of that, okay? You deplatformed yourself to prove a point that you shouldn't be on a platform because you had done problematic things, but then you come out and whenever the wind moves you, okay, and no, I ain't talking about farts and gas, whenever the wind moves you, you come out and you got some statement to make. That's not being deplatformed, okay? I want the best for you, okay? But please take some time and actually be deplatformed. None of these victims that you were part of that, which is why you deplatformed yourself, really want to hear from you right now. You said your piece, okay? People can accept that or they cannot accept it. They don't need your 2 cents every second that Colleen Ballinger makes a move, okay? Go fix yourself. Go take care of yourself. If 6 months down the road, you want to come back and you want to make some amends for all that and revamp your Twitter and revamp your YouTube, I think some time has gone by, maybe then you can do that and say, I've deplatformed myself for 6 months, I've worked on myself, blah, 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 whatever. Today ain't the day, okay? Like they say in the show, The Silo, or silo. I don't know if there's a the in it. It doesn't matter. I put a the in front of everything. It's the Walmart, the Meijer, everywhere, okay? I love that show, Silo. And like he says on there, every time somebody walks outside to do the cleaning, okay? And yes, I think we need a major cleaning going on right now, okay? But what he says is, we don't know how we got here. We don't know when we got here. One day we will know, but today is not that day, okay? Cody, today is not that day, all right? And when Colleen Ballinger does come out and speak, today is not that day too, okay? Deplatform yourself, stay away, work on yourself, come back a better person. If you can prove that, people will accept you with open arms, and they will see that you're a changed person, you know? Just stay silent. It's okay. So anyway, let me know what you think about all of that in the comment section below. I love y'all, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.